Welcome to a Saturday edition of Stevie Solves. It's July 3rd. Tomorrow's 4th of July. It's the 4th of July weekend, baby. And today I am super grateful for dancing and the ability to just be able to go out and dance with people, whether you're supposed to be dancing or not. It's just a fun thing to do. And last night I was dancing with some friends for like the whole night. Super fun. And out at First Friday Art Walk in Phoenix. And I'm grateful for that because let's face it, the past year there were very few opportunities that we could actually go out and dance. They tried to make it illegal, you know. It's about 10 o'clock p.m. on Saturday, which means I barely have time to get this puzzle in. So I actually set an alarm and woke up for this, even though I was in a good sleep, because I have a streak going. This is working on my second week in a row, even though the Blue Sunday, that was because I woke up too late for that day. So I'm going to try this Saturday. Saturdays are the toughest puzzles. Oh, this one's by Kameron Austin Collins, who I've seen several times before. So good for you, man, for getting these puzzles. I think it's remarkable. All right. Without further ado, let's kick it. Here we go. What may need to be needed? Something bread, rye bread. Soaks, could be sops. Trace, evidence. Stencil, because in a stencil you use it to trace. And this, since I'm thinking this word already starts with S, I think stencil's right. With 8 down, part of some shortcuts. Control, Alt, I don't know, what may needs to be needed. Probably not bread. Drops. Drops could be like tears. It could be like you let go. Let's go. Something probably with an S again. Long time, 60 minutes correspondent. I don't know those 60 minutes people very well. Strengthen as an embankment. Levy? Is this a V? Test out. Something Gilbert, the Vampire Diaries protagonist. I don't know that character. A cabana. Pool something. Let's see. Verdi opera set during the 5th century. Any opera I can think of would definitely be from crossword puzzles. Dish that may be made in its own pan. What? I'm thinking of a casserole. Open. Part of some shortcuts. Control something. Let me think. Warning made with HR in mind. Well, that's going across. A glass home could be NPR, as in Ira Glass. Something letterer, aka Ann Landers. Oh, I don't know that. I don't know her name. Word with man or fire. Something man, something fire. College in Poughkeepsie, New York. Ooh, baby. Shaded from the sun could be hid. Meow. Hey, buddy. Where CCs are ent. So where CCs are seen. Inbox. Oh, we've got a guest appearance today, folks. My cat Rain wants to see what I'm up to. Hey. Look at the camera. Hey. No. Where CCs are seen. Something, this is probably an S. Milk provider. Something goat. There's goat. There's cow. Heifer. Dairy cow. This would be a Y. Radio amateur. Ham. Something. More than just moi. Remember, what's hardly a pro? Anti? Blank, blank, doctor of letters degree. Doctor of letters. Don't know. I think moi is me, nous is you, or is us, but I don't know for sure. A hit taken willingly. Could be like a hit of weed, it could be a hit of so many things. It's often seen beside art. Art and science, art and the fly, the host, or the thing. Oh, this is not going good. Country that celebrates the new year in April. Chul Chanam Thmi. Thme. A whole country? Looks like it could be Scotland. Blank nobody. Hit for Rufus and Shaka Khan. Let's see. Country. SCO. Boston's flagship medical center. Familiarly. T. Listing. Near a club. Blast furnace input could be a log. Is this an A? Took shots with. This could be an E. Mini an intern. Login component could be user ID. Because I'm thinking this is ED as in took shots with. One is depicted in the Oregon license plate. Could be a rig. Oregon. I have to think about that. Something Ishii. Lucy Liu's character in Kill Bill. Don't know that. Cereal container. I want to say a box. Or it's in like the cellophane thing. The plastic piece. Beg pardon. Ahem. Member of the only MLB team to have never to have played in a World Series. Ranger? One is depicted in the Oregon license plate. Maybe it's fur. Oops. It's probably an E. Mini an intern. A lifer? Gopher. As in you go and do favors for people. Latin between. Probably inter. I-N-T-E-R. Black Klansman director. Is there a name of that? No. Spike Lee? Is that Lee? Sounds like a Spike Lee kind of thing. Stadium in the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center, Arthur Ashe Stadium. Took shots with. Pooled? No. Latin between. Probably inter. Proverbial rarities. Tests. Something with an I. O. No. Country that celebrates then. So this is, we're looking for an L before. It's not an L, although it could still be. Let's see, we have Ranger, Dodger. The A's have played in a World Series. You got the Marlins have, let's see, NL East. We got the Nationals, yes, the Phillies, the Mets, the Marlins. I think the Pirates are in the Central. Only MLB team to never have played in a World Series. Well, the Braves are in the AL East. Atlanta Braves. NL East. In the Central, you got the Reds, the Cubs, the Pirates. Used to be the Astros. Reds, Cubs, Pirates. brain is not working right now. What's this across clue? That would help. Boston's flagship. Mass General. Nice. Somalia, but doesn't really fit yet. Zamandia? Oh, Zamandia? No. Sea blink. Sea blank. Grass seen in sand dunes. Sea moss? I'm thinking like CA Angel, but Desire. Oh no! Edgar Allan Poe poem written for a woman named Jane, despite its title. The Raven? No. That's weird. Written for a woman named Jane. I don't know that poem. Shoot. Could gobble right up. Could gobble right up. Demand during a gossip sesh. Something it. Do tell. Invigorating substances. It's probably an S. Artistic imitation. Literally skewer. Don't know. Rapper Flow Rida. Got one. McCarthyite called out in Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire. I don't know who that McCarthyite is. Jack Squat. Could be nil. Metal oxide and dental crowns. 10 something. Plato is considered the father of is this like ism? Invigorating, a toxin. S, literally skewer. Receptionist query. Receptionist query could be like name, could be phone, desk. Oh boy, yeah, I am pretty stuck. Street prowler, alley cat. That's what I needed. Some easy one to get going. D light. No, D. Doctor of Letters degrees. Don't know. Milk provider. Dairy farm. Dairy cow. Dairy. Warning made with HR in mind. No something. Just say what you're going to say. Out with it. So it makes sense. T W shaded from the sun. I, where CCs are seen. CCs are seen in an inbox. INB. In IBX. Radio amateur. Rarities are like unicorns. What is this? Somalia? I don't think it's Somalia. I think it has to have A-L. Took shots with. McCarthyite. Called out. Ray something? Oh, deets. Demand during a gossip sesh. The way sesh is shorted. Okay, my brain's coming back. This is deets. Could gobble right up. A day, adaptable, could gobble right up. You are adamant. You are cause to recall. E. coli. Invigorating substance. Could be a toxin. Ray Cook. Ray something. Something. Zinc oxide. No, zinc. Jack squat. Zip. Artistic imitation. Idealism. Zinc something. Could gobble right up. Add Aner. I don't know that. Man. Receptionist query. Literally skewer. Metal oxide and dental crowns. Artistic imitation. Artistic imitation. Metal oxide and dental crowns. I don't know, but I'm thinking zirconia? Huh. Zirconia, like cubic zirconia? Invigorating substance, a tonic. Not toxic, toxin, but tonic. Yeah. Artistic imitation, particle? Could gobble right up. Oh, adores. Artistic imitation. Pasticism. Let's see. Literally skewer. Receptionist query. Name. Artistic imitation. Pasticle? Pastiche, probably with a H. Oh, shish kebab. Skewer. Shish. Okay, I got a section. It's basically like completing a mini puzzle. Roy Cohn. I didn't know that. That's my last name, C-O-H-N. So I did not know that someone like that was mentioned in that. We didn't start the fire. Okay, doing good. Proverbial rarities. Something earth. It's often seen beside art. Oven, kiln, sea blank. Grass seen in sand dunes. I-O-N. This is NPR, not NRA. April letterer. Buddy, I'm busy. Word with man or fire. College in Poughkeepsie, New York. Soaks could be sops, sopping wet. What may need to be needed. Something ache. Control blank. Part of a shortcut. Dish that may be made in its own pan. Casserole, then this would be an L. I like stencil. Verdi opera set during the 5th century. I need more clues to figure out what that opera is. Hardly a pro is an anti. I don't know if these are right, but it makes sense so far. Just say what you're going to say. Spit it out. Spit it out. Delight seems like delight. That government body that approves warrant requests for spies. The host or the thing. Something R-E. Literature. Delit. Something creature. Milk provider. Something house. Something horse. Glass home. That could still be something else. Spit it out. Shaded from the sun is when you're tan and you turn a different shade. Where CCs are seen. Inbox. College in Poughkeepsie. I don't know. Radio amateur. A milk provider. Milk is like os, like a lactose. Mariner. Because I think this is ham. This might not be creature, for sure. Desire. The fly, the host of the thing. Something creature. Something feature. Creature feature. Cambodia. Okay, I'm moving now. Took shots with, dueled. Proverbial rarities. Listing near a club. Listing. Blast furnace input. Or ain't nobody. Trial runs. Something teeth. Proverbial rarities. Listing near a club is a BLT. Proverbial rarities. Something teeth. Ain't. See blank. Grass seen in sand dunes. It's often seen beside art. Art. Cabana. Something hat. It's often seen beside art. A toga? This has to be ain't nobody. Seen beside art. A tree. See oats? Maybe it's O. Seen beside art. Hen. Rarities are hen's teeth. It's often seen. Oh, thou art. Thou art something. Cabana is something hut. Grass hut? Oh, this is stencil. What may need to be needed. Trace evidence. Stencil would make sense. Long time 60 minutes correspondent. If I think this is an S. Drops. Could be like ditches. This could be levee. Test out. Dish that may be made in its own pan. I don't know. Let's see. Lasagna, its own pan. Something pizza. Dang. What is that? To Helen. Poem written for a woman named Jane. Oh, ham operator. Ooh, something nurse. Anyway. To Helen. Oranishi is Lucy Liu's character. User ID, looks like it. To Helen. Cereal container is a silo. Desire is hope for. Hit taken with willingly is a toke. Word with man or fire. Man eater, fire eater. Monopoly token is the hat. Defiant response. Make me. This looks like Marion College. This NPR still might not be right. Don't know. Epi maybe? Something. government body that approves warrant requests for spies. What does that mean? You get a warrant to arrest a spy? Spit it out. Just say what you're going to say. Spit it out. I mean, it makes sense. Tan is right for sure. Milk provider. Cow nurse. Not safe for work. NSFW. FISA court. FISACT. NSFW. Wet nurse. Marist. ICU. CCs, as in I need 3 cc's of whatever. Whew. Okay, well, I'm working my way through. I think I've got 3 corners in the middle down. I just got this last corner. What may need to be needed? Parts of some shortcuts. Seems like it should be control. Dish that may be made in its own pan. What does that mean? Oven drops. Something could be wrong, of course. Any of this could be wrong. Something Gilbert, the Vampire Diaries protagonist. Diane Gilbert? Test out. Who's a 60 Minutes correspondent? Verdi Opera. Test out. Strengthen as an embankment. This could be anything. What may need to be needed? Something act. Control tab. something. Control tab. Test out. Open, oven. Can this be an N? It could be Joanne. That doesn't really make sense though. Strengthen as an embankment. An embankment, does that necessarily mean, I mean, you got the bank of a river. Levee. What other kind of embankment? Rebar? This could be derelict, will maybe need to be needed. Control escape. Dish that may be made in its own pan. Casserole? It kind of fits, but then what would this be? Soaks. Think it's sop. Haven't actually put it in yet. Test out. Drops. Dish that may be made in its own pan. Something rice. Part of some shortcuts. CTRL seems so right. Stencil or stencil? Is this an I? Could be stencil. Like tinsel? I don't know if that's right. Test out. Pevra. Operate. Dish that may be made in its own pan. What is that dish? Think. Drops could be like an eye drop, an ear drop. It could be the act of letting something go. It could be dumps, like a boyfriend. If you drop your boyfriend, you dump him. What may need to be needed? With a K, one with an N, one with a K, obviously. Not spaghetti. What needs to be needed? Part of some shortcuts. Control tab. Control. Verdi opera. I wish I could think of a Verdi opera. I know there's like Tosca. Is this a T? Something oust. Something Gilbert. The Vampire Diaries protagonist. It was like, not scapegoat. What may need to be needed? Spaghetti. Drops. Cabana, I mean, that makes sense that would be grass hut. That's what a cabana is supposed to be. Trace evidence. It just seems like stencil is right there. And it was my first one on the clue on the puzzle, so I hope it's right. Test out. This A blank R. Something try. Give it a try. TRY. Is this Y? Control. Control spy? No. Drops. It could be tears, trots, drops. Long time, 60 Minutes correspondent. Sousa? Sopping wet, you're soaking wet. I mean, it could be just wet. Test out. Take a try. Have a try. Probably not an H. Give a try. Sog. It could be sogs. Give a try. What may need to be needed? Control key. What may need to be needed? That's control key. Yes. Sogs. Now it definitely could be levee as an embankment. What may need to be needed? Doesn't have to be grass hut, although it still does make sense. Something Gilbert. Irene? Dish that may be made in its own pan. Drops could be emits, could be exits. Self, what maybe need to be needed? Self, something. Drops, could be exits, it could be edits. What may need to be needed? Self something. Seligak. What is this? Dish that may be made in its own pan. I don't know if that edits is right. Or if grass hut is right. What else could it be? Glass hut? But it's the G really, right? What may need to be needed? Self-luck? Plast hut? Drops could be edits, could be exits, emits. something Gilbert. Let's say it's an F. Is it Irene? Irene Gilbert. Why am I thinking it's a woman's name? Was that in there? I guess. "60 Minutes correspondent. Reese, Lease, Leash, Ceased, Sinsa. Give a try. That makes sense with the key, control key. A dish that may be made in its own pan. Oh, an hour in now, folks. Let's see. Self-pick. A, B, C. Drops. $10.56. So I got 4 minutes to solve if I want to get it by 11, and maybe that's the cutoff for the gold star. self omits. Omelet. Attica. Self-lack. Self-hack. Let's see. Omits. What maybe need to be needed. Dish that may be made in its own pan. Omelet. Yeah. Eileen. Elena, or it could be Elena. Or this could be a something. Could be a bog. I think it's sog. What may need to be needed. Something, a soul, well then what can this be though? Cabana is some kind of hut, a lease hut? Cabana. Yeah, omelet, that makes sense. Which means this can't be grass. And that doesn't make sense. Something maybe need to be needed. Something sack. You got hut. Let's just go through the alphabet. Beast. Peas. A, B. C. D. E, F. Feast. This doesn't have to be Attica. It's just what I seem to remember. Attila? Could be Attila. Oh, seagull. Maybe not seagull. E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, Elise. Lease hut. M, N, O, P. It may need to be needed. Something pack. Q, R, rack. S. Something sack. Soul sack. T. Something tack. T's house. Something tack. Soul tack. TUVWXYZ. So I definitely like omelet and give a try. I like stencil. C. This word is kind of weird. Sewell. Seems like it should be Eileen or Elena or Alina. Glenn. It could be Glenn. Or Glenn. Verdi opera set during the 5th century. I want to say that's like Attila the Hun. Don't know that for sure, but it seems like it needs. Oh, this could be a C. Still. Stencil. Yeah. Beach. Beach hut. What may need to be needed. Something back. Soul back. Elena. Solidback. Solidback. What may need to be needed. A sore back. Strengthen as an embankment would be to a sore back. Elena. CHC. Seal. Attila. Attica. Wait, what is this? Revet. Wow, 1 day streak. Well, 1 day streak. That's so weird the way it says that. I think that means that my streak continues. Oh, baby, I really thought I was stuck there, man. When I was woke up, I was in a cloud. I couldn't think right. Revet. As an embankment. Ugh. Sore back. What needs to be needed? An omelet. Give a try. Stencil. Oh, baby. What a tough puzzle, man. For me at this moment, for sure. But looking back, I mean, everything all makes sense. Can't be mad at the puzzle maker, Cameron Austin Collins. Still don't know if you're male or female. Whew. All right, I gotta get in this video. This is a long one. Thank you for your patience. If you watched me through that whole thing, you might have been thinking, you might have gotten to the answer way before me. That was a tough one. That was tough for me to put it all together. You could see me struggle through each little section. I could just barely get eventually. But just remember that every puzzle only has one right answer, and once you get it, it'll all make sense. Now, every now and then there might be one or two letters that you just, or one or two squares that you still don't know about, but for the most part, that's what makes a great puzzle, is one that you can barely get. So just keep that in mind. And the struggle, if you solve a puzzle with no struggle, it's not that much fun and you don't benefit from it. But when you have to really struggle and then you can get the answer, what a sense of accomplishment, baby. All right, your takeaway for today's puzzle is NSFW, not safe for work, I'm told is what that means. In other words, if you get an email and it says NSFW in it or something, you don't open the email because it could be sex or a big dick or some boobs or something that you don't want to see. So that's what NSFW is. Warning made with HR in mind. HR is in human resources. So already you knew it would be initials because it uses HR in the clue. That's a clue that there's initials in the answer as well. Woo! I hope you enjoyed that. I definitely enjoyed making it, even though it was such a struggle. I'm just going to reload and see where I'm at on my streak now. Games. There you go. It still has a 6-day streak. Really, that's a 13-day streak because I started last Monday and it didn't give me credit for the past Sunday. As you can see here, even though I solved it in under 40 minutes on my, but not in time of day to actually get credit for it for the streak. But that's okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Make it a great day. Namaste.